All right, this is Mason Brown, Ryan Dahl, and Travis Cottrell. Guys, so exciting. The next Christmas album is here. Can you believe it?
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. Last year, I feel like we were
June.
just... That's right. I know it's June, but oh well. Well, we are excited to invite you all into a journey with us to listen through doing a reading session of all the songs. Travis and Mason and I are just going to talk about the entire project here, just give a little bit of an overview. And then if you click into each video, they'll all be linked below and you can watch through. We'll watch through them a little bit, talk through each song, the arrangement, the melodies, the lyrics, all of that, so that you can prepare for an incredible Christmas this year. So we're excited about that. Mason, I know you've put a lot into this. I think what would be interesting just to start is, why don't you tell us a little, Mason, about Travis? Like, what does Travis bring to the table in these great arrangements? And then Travis, I'll get you to do the same for Mason, but what's your experience of working with this guy?
Besides old age and a lot of wisdom, is that what I want to just get that off?
Yeah,
the
that's
table.
right. Yeah, exactly.
The interview's done now. We can stop.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's a collaborative process, and he and I come from very different worlds and very different musical backgrounds, different styles, and I think that's just like, to me, like when we start talking about whatever song we're going to do, the arrangement, the map, and everything, he and I come at it from different angles, and I think that's what makes it great, is that it can, no matter if it's a hymn, a carol, an older song, a newer song, we both have different ideas of what it should be. And after talking through things and coming at it from our different points of view, our different styles, we kind of land on, what we wind up landing on. And I think that's great, because like, we're not forced into something that kind of seems repetitive or seems the same. And so we both have our strengths in that. And so I think it really helps us into kind of where we wind up landing on. So it's great.
All right, Travis. Well, Mason is so nice to you. You are way less nice in general, So what's the real story about working with Mason?
Well, picking on people, that's my love language.
Yeah.
Well, Mason, we have a lot of similarities, but we also have different big strengths. And so that's why I think we've become this kind of perfect team, the creative team of creating this together. I was just thinking, as he was talking, I was thinking, I did my first choral project 30 years ago this year. It was a youth project. I did a youth musical
with
in
Mason?
1994. No,
with
he
Mason.
wasn't. He wasn't born, I don't think.
I was.
Yeah. Okay.
Gracious.
I did a youth musical called Waiters in 1994, and then I didn't start doing adult like praise and worship musicals until like 99. But I was just thinking, something that you do gain over the years, you figure out what your strengths are, but you also figure out what your weaknesses are. And I think you can compensate for your weaknesses in different ways, but one of the things that I've loved about working with Mason is I can go, you do this so much better than me. You run with this, and he runs fully with it. And what he does so great. And so that has been a good partnership for me, that I don't have to be like second guessing these things that I don't feel like are my A level, what I bring A level to the table, maybe my B level and C level, that I know that those things are covered, and what is best for the church is going to happen, because it's more than just my eyes on it. Does that make sense?
So good. Well, let's look over the songs. I got a view here of the songs. They're all live on PraiseCharts right now, and it's so amazing to see them here. Before the manger throne, angels we have heard on high, in the fullness of time, come thou long expected Jesus, and silent night. Travis, when you look at that list, I'm just going to ask you just off the cuff, like, what's a standout one that you're just really excited about when you look at the list?
Oh gosh,
Pick one.
I should have prepared my heart and spirit more for this because I'm looking at
Yeah.
this list going, I might cry on the spot because I love this whole list. The first
Yes.
thing that pops out to me is In the Fullness of Time,
Okay.
because that was the one of all the ones. Like I love all the ones. There will be a spot in my ministry, here at my church for all of them this Christmas.
Hmm.
But I'm so excited to do In the Fullness of Time, and that catches me by surprise. Obviously it's a great song. The Mats wrote it, right? Did the
Hmm.
Mats write it?
Matt Papa and
Boswell
Matt
and Papa.
Boswell. Yeah.
And it's a great song, but there's something about how we pulled everything together. We added they had an inference to a hymn at the end of theirs,
Yeah.
and they rewrote a verse of Holy, Holy, Holy. We pulled it into the beginning with the original
Yeah,
Holy, Holy, Holy. We added a children's choir, optional children's choir, that if that's something that your church needs, which my church does,
Yeah.
just generational worship. We just packed so much into this song, which was already a good song, that it's just like a win from beginning to end for me. So that's the first thing that
Yeah.
pops out to my mind.
For sure. Well, and I'm excited about it because most people actually haven't really heard the song. The song is really
Right.
fresh I
yeah,
think it may have just come out 2023 and then now in 2024. The Gettys have just released it, but we work so closely with those guys and are excited to help propel some of the best new music that they have. So that's a good one.
absolutely.
Mason, how about a standout from you? And then we will close this down and let people come into the reading sessions of each song where we'll go deep on each one. But what's a standout for you in the whole list?
Well, I actually have two, but I'm going to say
All right.
one for when we get there. But I would say, as far as, I mean, just, yeah, looking at the list, Silent Night. I've wanted to do
Hmm.
Silent Night for such a long time, and um, I can talk about it more when we get there. But I love just kind of it being stripped down to what it is, and it was such a joy to record and kind of an experiment because it is different than most things that we've done for Travis and I.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, and I think it's very special and can serve a real moment in your Christmas service. So yeah,
For sure.
that's
Okay, well, I gotta say, since you said the word moment, we have to talk about the moment because every time we do one of these projects, we do a moment, which is a narrative, almost like modern liturgical setup to a key song in the project. And the key song in this project really was Manger Throne, which we will have known from last year from Phil Wickham. But we penned this piece. Well, I say we, but really it was like a lot of Mason, your heart went into the instrumental piece of this. And then we wrote a narration over top of it. But when I listen to it, I get shivers. Like I get shivers even just talking right now because it's so epic and beautiful and stunning and cinematic. There's
Gorgeous.
just so
Yep.
many elements that you're like, do we do this in church? Can we do this in church? Like this? I don't think we've
yes,
ever done this before. And I'm really excited about that, Mason. So don't you think, Travis,
yeah,
that Mason kind of
Oh,
really hit it out of the
yes.
park?
I
Hmm.
love it so much. And I can't remember where I was, but the first time I really took it all in, I was just as about just as blown away as I had been listening to anything that we had
Hmm.
done to this point. All of
Hmm.
Mason's work on it.
Hmm.
thank
So
you.
great. Okay, well, that's just a little window of what is coming. The whole project is live. Mason and Travis and I are going to talk through each song now. You can click in the links below. We'll look forward to having with you. So stick with us, and I hope you'll enjoy this project called Before the Manger. Here we go.